Please look around and notice where the exits are located. Emergency personnel are on duty to assist you should the needs arise. Please be seated. The candidates for degrees within view of their families and other guests are assembled here to be recognized for having stayed the course of academic rigor in accordance with the procedures and policies of North Carolina Central University. They are the honorees for this hour. Please join me in applauding them. I declare the 120th commencement exercises open. It gives me great pleasure to present to you the Interim Chancellor of North Carolina Central University, Charles L. Beckton.
Good morning. Welcome to North Carolina Central University and the 120th commencement exercise. What a wonderful day. What a glorious occasion. What a very special moment. Commencement. Not just the graduates, but all assembled here have finally arrived at a new beginning. Commencement. A time when parents, loved ones, and friends are richly rewarded for their many sacrifices. A time when faculty, administrators, staff commemorate and enjoy the fruits of their labor. A time, a sublime, divine, superfine time. A thrilling, exhilarating, breathtaking time when students celebrate their hard work and accomplishments. What a glorious day. And so that everyone can enjoy every minute of this exciting day, as we begin this commitment exercise, I have three simple requests. Number one, please turn off all cell phones or place them on mute. Number two, please do not obstruct the view of others by standing when not requested to do so. Number three, please refrain, and this may be hard to do, please refrain from excessive celebration when degrees are conferred. After all, there may be people around you who can't see or hear as well as they used to, and we want them to enjoy the celebration as well. First, my sincere thanks to the faculty and staff for all the hard work in making this day a reality for about 600 graduates. And let me say here for the second time, congratulations to the class of 2012. NCCU is designated a military-friendly institution because we try very hard to accommodate our veterans. Will our graduates who are also veterans please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service to our country. We are joined today by a number of people seated on the stage that I would like for you to acknowledge. They are the vice chancellors and deans and other members of our leadership team who work so tirelessly on your behalf. Please join me in thanking them. I offer a special welcome to any elected officials, retirees, members of the clergy. We also have representatives from our Board of Trustees here, including Vice Chair George L. Hamilton, there are members of the North Carolina Central University's Foundation Board, and of course we have University of North Carolina Board of Governors Chair Peter Hans with us. We also have my best friend and the brightest and most beautiful Becton of all, my wife Brenda. Thank all of you for joining us this morning. Patricia Chinachet. Patricia Quinachet, will you please stand? Some of you may know Patricia. She is the friendly face that opens the door of NCCU's Wellness Center at 6 a.m. each weekday. Today, she will receive her bachelor's degree in environmental sciences with a concentration in biology. She first entered NCCU more than 35 years ago. A series of life changes, including the death of her grandmother, marriage to her beloved husband, and the raising of 3 children, prevented her from coming back to complete her education until 2010. Never deterred by adversities, Patricia became the caretaker of her granddaughter, Quintana, who was diagnosed with leukemia at 4 years old. Patricia began working out in the Leroy T. Walker Physical Education Complex when arthritis started to impact her body, and often brought her granddaughter with her. That experience and others taught her so much, she said, you have to keep your mind young and learn new things. And today, she is joined by her 86-year-old father, her granddaughter, Quintana, who is winning her battle against cancer, as well as family members. Congratulations, Patricia Quinachet. Crystal Cotton, will you please stand? I had the pleasure of meeting and talking with Crystal last night. One of NCCU's treasured jewels is the Josephine Dobbs Clement Early College High School, housed in the former Robinson Science Building on campus. That school has a close partnership with NCCU and our School of Education. In May 2010, Crystal received her high school diploma from Early College High School, and today, just 2.5 years later, she will graduate, wait, here it is, magna cum laude, with a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Mass Communication. A Durham native, Crystal has thrived as one of our Chancellor Scholars. She is president of NCCU's chapter of Lambda Phi Eta, the National Communication Association of Honor Society. Obviously, she's an outstanding student. Her 3.78 GPA demonstrates how much she makes education and success a priority. Thank you very much. I'm off script right now because I met someone else last night for the second time, but I got a chance to talk to him. Rudolph Bailey, please stand. You all know that you are required to do 120 hours of community service. This man has done 1,058 hours of community service. Oh, no, I haven't finished yet. Because he has maintained a 4.0 GPA. You see, Patricia and Ms. Cotton and Rudolph will be eager to tell you that they did not make it on their own. They, like you, have the help of caring faculty, the love and support of their families and loved ones. So graduates, at this time, I want you to stand and salute your moms, your dads, your relatives, your spouses, your partners, your friends and professors who helped you achieve your well-deserved degree. Give it up. Thank you. And for the third time, congratulations. At this time, we will have reflections by the Reverend Michael Page.
Chancellor Beckton, Ms. Marshall, faculty, staff, parents, friends, and to the graduating class of 2012, good morning. Reflecting upon this day and this wonderful occasion and celebration that we are in, I remind you this morning that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. This is a reading found in Hebrews 11 of the Holy Writ. And as we reflect this morning on the first day here at NCCU, where we were reminded that graduation is our destination, we know that it was faith that has guided you through these years of learning, growth, and opportunities for achievement. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step." And this is indicative of that verse that tells you that faith is the evidence of things not seen. And because of your courage to take the first step, you are now in a position to see where faith will take you, and that faith will take you to look at other portions of that staircase. We congratulate you today for taking that first step and sticking to your dreams with determination, commitment, and courage. You can reflect today on how you endured and made it through life's most challenging times and celebrate your faith that has seen you through. I encourage you to either think about the following excerpts today from these writers. First, with Frank Clark, that said, if you can find a path with no obstacles, it probably doesn't lead you to nowhere. Or maybe you can find encouragement in Lauren Lee's words that said, your life is a message to the world. Make it inspiring, or better yet, focus your thoughts on Robert Stevenson, where he said, don't judge every day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. It takes faith. It took faith, and you have the faith this morning to soar to higher heights. You are eagles that will carry you to the greatest places that will make a difference in the lives of those that need you the most. I leave you with this writing by Gertrude McLean. It says, new beginnings. It's only the beginning now, a pathway yet unknown. At times, the sound of other steps. Sometimes we walk alone. The best beginning of our lives may sometimes end in sorrow, but even on our darkest days, the sun will shine tomorrow. So we must do our very best, whatever life may bring, and look beyond the winter chill to smell the breath of spring. Into each life will always come a time to start anew, a new beginning for each heart, as fresh as morning dew. Although the cares of life are great and hands are bowed so low, the storms of life will leave behind the wonder of a rainbow. The years will never take away our chance to start anew. It's only the beginning now, so dreams can still come true. May God bless each of you.
They had to lower that down just a little bit for those of us who are vertically challenged. Vice Chairman Hamilton, Chancellor Becton, Reverend Page, President Marshall, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, and students of North Carolina Central University, with a very special recognition of the more than 600 members of the class of 2012 who received their degrees today, their family and friends, members of the community, ladies and gentlemen. During this joyous season, we hear the faculty and staff caroling about the accomplishments of another successful graduating class, and we hear parents rejoicing over their accomplishments. On behalf of the entire University of North Carolina Board of Governors, President Tom Ross, and the General Administration, I wish to congratulate each graduate and your families and wish you every success in the future. It is a delight to share the platform today with Judge Charles Becton, who is serving as your chancellor on an interim basis and is providing sound leadership to this great university as you search for your next leader. Chancellor Becton is following the legacy of excellence that began more than 100 years ago under the guidance of your founder, Dr. James E. Shepard. Chancellor Becton, this university is grateful for your willingness to support this institution's mission to prepare students academically and professionally to become leaders prepared to advance the consciousness of social responsibility in a diverse and global society. Graduates, the experiences learned during your time at North Carolina Central University will resonate throughout your life. The University of North Carolina salutes your hard work, applauds your accomplishments, and looks forward to your contributions to our university, our state, and our nation. May this special moment live always in your heart. Happy holidays to all.
Good morning, Chancellor Becton, Chairman Hans, graduates, families, students, faculty, staff, and alumni of North Carolina Central University. To the members of the class of 2012, congratulations. Though your time here at North Carolina Central University has come to an end, you have gained an invaluable education that you will carry with you throughout your lifetime. The years you have spent both inside and outside the classroom have certainly paid off. You've crossed paths with classmates who, like you, will go on to thrive in their chosen careers. You have been taught by professors who have armed you with the skills and the training that you need for your first or next job or the college where you will continue your education. Since you entered here as a first-year transfer or graduate student, much has changed in the world, and much has also changed here at NCCU. A global economic crisis altered the way we do business. In 2010, the world's leading tablet computer was introduced, revolutionizing the way that we communicate. Also in 2010, the year we held the university's centennial celebration, the landscape of our campus community was transformed to include Centennial Gardens, as well as a new bookstore and the first parking deck. As a proud alumnus who celebrated a milestone reunion myself last month, I know firsthand that the Eagle family is a powerful network of passionate graduates who are committed to living out the university's motto of truth and service. Whether you decide to stay in the Triangle region or to venture outside North Carolina, please keep your Eagle connection strong and use the foundation you built here to guide you. Class of 2012, your NCCU family is proud of you. Corey, your dad and mom are so proud of you. Most important, we're excited that all of you stand ready to take on the new challenges and opportunities that await you in the years to come. We look forward to celebrating your success. Again, congratulations and best wishes.
Greetings, faculty, staff, students, friends of North Carolina Central University, and most importantly, greetings to the graduating class of 2012. I am Ryan Stowe, a dual major in political science and history from Salisbury, North Carolina. I serve within the Student Government Association as the senior class president. I am tremendously honored to bring greetings on behalf of the graduating class of 2012. I commend you all on the great accomplishment of graduating from North Carolina Central University. Today, we not only congratulate those who graduate, but we also thank the professors who have given their time to passionately educate students. We also thank our parents, grandparents, and family members who helped make this graduation possible. Today is also a day when we reflect on the memories made at this great institution. Many of those wonderful memories may have happened at a 1040 break, spring fling, or homecoming. The people whom we interact with at NCCU will be friends for a lifetime. In conclusion, I challenge each of you to continue to uphold the motto of truth and service each day of your life. Use the degree you've earned to make a difference in your community. Finally, don't forget to return home to your beloved alma mater and join the NCCU Alumni Association in the city or state in which you will ultimately call home. Again, congratulations, fellow Eagles.
Greetings, Chancellor Becton, distinguished guests, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. Today, we gather to celebrate our achievement as graduates from this great university. From this moment on, we leave behind North Carolina Central University to embark upon our next endeavor. When we exit McDougall-McLendon Gym, we will be greeted with adversity, trials, tribulations, and challenges. In this climate, we must learn to brand ourselves and market our skills and talents. It won't be easy, but know that we have all been given the tools and the knowledge to ultimately succeed. As Mary Ann Williamson once said, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? As we are faced with the challenges that life will ultimately bring, remember that we are all brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous. And also remember that we have been prepared far more than we realize at this moment by our illustrious faculty. I am proud of each of you and wish you nothing but continued success in the future. So one more time, let's all say, Eagle Pride. Congratulations, 2012 graduates.
Thank all for those wonderful greetings. I have the honor, the very special honor, of introducing our commencement speaker, the president of AT&T North Carolina. 4 days ago, Cynthia Marshall was promoted to Senior Vice President of Human Resources at AT&T's corporate headquarters in Dallas. Mrs. Marshall is not only one of the highest-ranking executives of AT&T, which just happens to be the largest communication holding company in the world by revenue, but she is also a well-respected and passionate advocate for education. She knows that education is the key to unlocking future economic and personal opportunities for all students. That's why, as your program notes, she served as a co-chair of the North Carolina Legislature's Committee on Dropout Prevention and has been named a Friend of Education by the State Board of Education in recognition of her efforts on behalf of students and schools. In addition, she is co-chair of the Pathways to Prosperity initiative of the North Carolina New Schools Project and is a frequent speaker to state and national audiences. Just last week, Cynthia Marshall spoke at a summit hosted by the Gifted Education Alliance in Greensboro. When asked in advance why education mattered, she said, and I quote her, "If you have people around you that embrace you, and you do, and give you a good foundation, and they have, and put the right books in your hands, and we have, you can make it. And since NCCU has done those things for you, you are now equipped to soar like eagles." Mrs. Marshall's eagle-like ascension in the telecommunication industry began in her native California. The climb to her role as president of AT&T North Carolina and as the new senior vice president of human resources for her 241,000 plus employee company is a story of perseverance, willpower, and vision. It is the classic story, the quintessential exemplar, the archetypical paragon of overcoming adversity, of converting every kick into a boost and every obstacle into a stepping stone of success. I now just refer back to Reverend Page's reflections. A path without obstacles is not much of a path. She has converted every obstacle into a stepping stone to success. And as she will tell you, it is not about where you came from or where you now live. It's all about how you live your life. And as a relentless activist for education throughout the course of her career, she has used her life story, a compelling story, to empower and equip young women and men with opportunities for advancement. Cynthia, we thank you for your ongoing commitment to the students of North Carolina and being a passionate proponent of education. Now please welcome to the podium, Mrs. Cynthia Marshall.
Thank you. Class of 2012, this is your day. Now, I hope you can hear me. Notice I didn't say, "Can you hear me now?" because that's not my company. But I am all stuffed up, but I am so glad to be here. Today is a very special day for you, as it marks an important milestone in your journeys of education and self-discovery. So I am just honored to be here today to share this day with you and your family. To Chancellor Becton and the fine Mrs. Becton, to Chairman Peter Hans, and to all the distinguished guests, and to the remarkable team at this fine institution. Thank you for creating such a sweet and nurturing spirit on this campus. To the parents, wave parents, grandparents, there you go. Thank you for laying the foundation for our future. Today, you are finally getting the return on your investment. I see some of my friends that are parents, Will and Linda Lockman Brooks, you're getting the return on your investment. To the eagles in robes, in front of me. We are here to celebrate each one of you. I have an intern out there, Javon McKinney, Garrett Brooks, my nephew, Donald Hughes. It's a bunch of y'all I know. I am so proud of you. Give yourselves a hand. Now let me make it real clear to our audience, since I actually heard somebody when I was coming in here mention Aggie Pride. Well, excuse me, the last I checked, Aggie Pride died. It's about Eagle Pride. It's about Eagle Pride this morning. So, I usually have a few ground rules when I speak, but I am going to forego the first ground rule today. I usually tell the audience, if you have an AT&T cell phone, you do not have to turn it off. I usually say you can talk and text as long as you want to. You can take that call sitting right here because that's how I make my money and that's how my kids eat. But today is too special for that. So you don't have to turn them off, just leave them on vibrate, okay? And if you have any other provider that's not AT&T, you can just leave your phones in the front. But I am going to stick to my other ground rule, and that is you have to talk back to me and to each other for the next 20 minutes. See, I like to have a lively conversation. Now, I grew up in a Pentecostal church. I'll warn you right now. Now, don't worry, we're going to get out before midnight. So every now and then, I might want an amen. Can I get a witness? Tell it like it is, sister, okay? Okay, so let's think about ground rule number one. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor. And this is for everybody in here. Say, neighbor. The person we see is the person we will be. Now, the way I grew up in church, we always had two neighbors. So look at your other neighbor and say, neighbor, the person we see is the person we will be. All right, we got a lively bunch this morning. Let me tell you a story. A legend tells of a prince who suffered from a spinal problem. He could only walk with his back arched and his face looking down. This caused him great physical pain and emotional despair. Finally, he went to a great sculptor and asked him to carve a statue that would portray him without a spinal deformity. Working rapidly, the sculptor soon created a magnificent likeness of the prince, standing tall and straight. Shall I place it in front of the palace gate for all to see? Asked the sculptor. No, answered the prince. I want it placed in my private garden where only I can see it. Once the statue was in place, the prince spent part of each day observing it, dreaming of the man he might have been if his back were straight. As time passed, people in the kingdom noticed a change in the prince. He was walking a little taller and straighter. A physical change was definitely taking place. As the prince visualized himself with a straight back, he began to rise up to the image in his mind. Look at someone again and say, the person you see is the person you will be. I grew up as the fourth child of 6 in the Easter Hill housing projects in Richmond, California. You guys know what projects are? Okay. When I was 11 years old, a tragic incident occurred in our family, and I witnessed my father shoot a man in the head in self-defense. Actually, probably more in defense of me, since I was standing on his side when it happened, watching the entire situation unfold. You see, I was supposed to be in the back room with my mother and my 5 brothers and sisters, but in my usual nosy fashion, I wanted to see what the commotion at the front door was all about. My father did not realize that I was at his side until the young man, 17 years old, pointed a silver pistol down to my father's right side, to me. That's when my father knew that I was not in the back room with my mother and my 5 brothers and sisters, but in the potential pathway of a bullet. Everyone in our family coped differently with that situation. I found refuge in my books and in the classroom. You see, the classroom was a place where I could hide, feel free, and be safe. So when all of the kids were supposed to be sequestered in the house for safety purposes, I insisted on going to school. Somehow my mother arranged it when I was in the 7th grade for me to be escorted to school each day by a uniformed police officer. I wasn't embarrassed about it. I wasn't ashamed about it. Sometime I'd go in the police car, sometime he would ride on the bus. I tell people now I had Secret Service a long time ago, before it was even fashionable. But despite me finding refuge in the classroom and feeling safe at school, the family situation was still bad, still with lots of violence and turmoil, and my parents divorced 4 years later when I was 15 years old. In an ugly rage the summer before my junior year in high school, my father left us. And although he left us with very little, one full-size mattress in a 4-bedroom housing project unit, we had one of the deluxe units because there were so many of us, he left me also with something very profound, the image of what I would become. The image was this. He said I would be stuck in the projects with no way out, smart but to wed in, pregnant by 16, and on drugs by 18 like many in my neighborhood. To be specific, hookers on the street was the destiny that he predicted for me and my youngest sister. In an instant, as I heard these words, I didn't flash back to the rocky childhood, didn't flash back to the abusive home life, didn't think about the bad neighborhood, but I stood on the foundation and love and faith. That foundation that was provided by my mother. My mother who taught us it's not where you live, it's how you live. A mother who taught me with God, all things are possible. A mother who taught me that you can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it and trust in the Lord. Anybody have a mother or a grandmother like that? In response to my father, I spoke the following words to my sister. Now notice I was responding to him, but I spoke these words to my sister because I grew up at a time when you couldn't talk back to your parents. In fact, my kids are still growing up in a time where you can't talk back to your parents. I spoke these words to my sister. I said, we will be the first to graduate from college. We will get our mother out of the projects, and I will be the president of something one day. That was my response at 15 years old. Now, I probably thought the president of the United States, but I'm going to let the brother keep his job. America has spoken. But I saw a Cynthia that was very different than the one my father saw. So look at your neighbor again and tell him the person you see is the person you will be. Look at your other neighbor and tell them now is the time to rethink possible. I had a mental picture before me, and I was determined to grow into that image. So I spent the next 2 years in high school very focused, graduated at the top of my school district, and was offered 5 full scholarships to the college of my choice. And I chose the University of California at Berkeley. Now in college, I continued that same high level of focus that I had in high school. In fact, this is how focused I was. My very first week in college, my boyfriend called me, who was 3 hours away from me. And he said, hey, Sin, I have a surprise for you. I just transferred schools. I'm at San Francisco State University, so I can be close to you. I said, hold up, boyfriend. I said, I have a surprise for you too, honey. I will call you the day I graduate from college. He said, what? I mean, this was my first week in college. I said, honey, I don't have time for some smooth-talking cutie who wants to play when I need to study. I will call you when I graduate. So the day I graduated college, I called him. I said, hey, this is Sin. He said, Sin who? I said, boy, don't try to act like you don't know me. Oh, I was fired up just like you are today. I said, I just graduated college today. I'm going to start work for the phone company in 3 weeks because I wanted 3 weeks off to watch my soap operas. I said, my mom's going to have me a party. Yes, she's still in the projects, but I'm going to get her out. I said, the party is at 6 o'clock. Be there. He said, who is this? Then he told me he was engaged and he couldn't come to the party. He said, I haven't talked to you in 4 years. I said, boy, didn't I tell you I was going to call you the day I graduated? Now, what's that song that says, Beyonce says, if you like it, then you ought to put a ring on it? I've been married to that boy almost 30 years. He came to the party. Ken Marshall, where are you? Is Kenny Marshall in the house? Where is he? I want you to see that boy. He almost missed his blessing. Where is he? Stand up, Kenny. There he is. So that's the call I made on my graduation day. Now, some of you might have some calls to make. My husband will be the first to tell him you were worth waiting for. I had a great experience at UC Berkeley. In fact, I was their first African-American cheerleader. So I know how to do cheers. So I guess if I had been here, I would have been going in. CCU. I like it, I like it, I like it. Is that it? I should have been here. So here I am. Here I am by the grace of God, standing before you as the highest ranking African American woman in one of the nation's largest corporations, AT&T. And now, after having worked over 30 years in corporate America, after having prayed my way through many trials and tribulations, both personally and professionally, y'all know I just beat stage 3 colon cancer last year. Y'all know that, right? Yes. After having been blessed enough to make it out of poverty and break down many barriers, I tell people that I don't just work for AT&T, I am AT&T, anointed to testify. Somebody say AT&T, anointed to testify. So let me testify to you of just a few of the many things that I have learned as I have been on this amazing journey from the projects to the president's office. Consider this, Eagles, your final lesson at North Carolina Central University. Number 1, always remember where you came from, or you might forget where you are going. Don't just look back, but give back to your family, your community, and your college. The scripture says, to whom much is given, much is required. Repeat after me, Eagles. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. The second one is do the right thing. There is a difference between doing things right and doing the right thing. Never compromise your integrity. Some things just aren't for sale. Number 3, sometimes the light at the end of the tunnel is a train. Bad things do happen to good people. Accept adversity. Make a vow to never give up. There was a season a bad season for me, where I thought I wouldn't recover from losing a job, burying a daughter, and helping my husband learn to walk and talk again after suffering brain damage. They said he would never walk or talk again. Well, we prayed him back. They said he's about 90% back. I said, that's less brain damage than the boy had when I married him. I'll take it. But through it all, I have learned the importance of keeping a positive perspective. Number 4, I've learned the importance of embracing each other. We're all we have. Look around. Eagles, look around to your graduating class. Parents, grandparents, friends, look around this room. We're all we have. Graduates, these are your brothers and sisters. You can trust them. You can rely on them. You need them. Anyone had any experiences over the last 4 years where you had to lean on someone sitting here? You had to cry on a shoulder of someone sitting here? You had to borrow a book, copy a homework assignment, borrow some money, or ladies, even borrow some shoes. Ladies, remember when you had to depend on that sister for the HASU moment. You know the HASU moment? H-A-S-U. Hook a sister up. That's the HASU moment. What you learned is that we are our brother's keepers, and we need each other. So Eagles, stand up. Stand up, graduates. I want you to take a minute to embrace two of your fellow Eagles and tell them, even beyond today, you can always count on me. Let them know that. Embrace each other. Okay, be seated. You can be seated. Always remember that you need each other and be there for each other. The last thing that I've learned is how important it is to find your passion and your purpose and to get busy making a difference for someone else. Martin Luther King Jr. said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? I'd like to take a minute to share my passion with you. My passion centers around one little boy who was abandoned when he was 9 months old, leaving his 9-year-old brother to care for him in a rundown abandoned hotel room until the police found them. One very sick little girl was left in San Francisco General Hospital the day she was born. Her drug-addicted mother walked out of the hospital and never looked back. Another little girl spent the first 11 and a half years of her life right here in North Carolina, between foster care and her birth family, hoping for a permanent home. Well, guess what happened to those 3 children? My husband and I adopted all 3 of them. They are now 14, 17, and 20, and remarkable young people. Our son actually saw one of our daughters on the news and insisted that my husband call the TV station stating that the girl needed a big brother. And a couple of years ago when we moved to North Carolina, he was watching TV again, and now we have a 14-year-old daughter. In fact, when we moved him to college, to High Point University, I told that boy to give me the remote control. Give it to me right now. This is my passion and my purpose, permanence and stability for our children. Eagles, what is your passion? What is your purpose? Class of 2012, I love your generation. You are bright, you are talented, you are resilient. And like my children, you are already making a positive difference in this world. Just look around. Do you see what I see? I see young people of purpose. I see young people who have a passion for life. I see graduates who are mad, M-A-D, make a difference mad enough to change this world for the better. I see 600 of you who will take the world by storm. I hope this is the image you have of yourselves, like the image the prince had, standing tall and straight. I hope you see what I see. So Eagles, as you enjoy this special day and allow us to celebrate you, because today truly is about you. Tonight is also about you too. Some of y'all are really just going to be doing it tonight. Look at somebody and tell somebody, say, it's all about me. Today really is all about you. Tonight is about you too. But then there's tomorrow. I'm challenging you to do something tomorrow. And that is take up a cause that's bigger than you and not about you. I'm asking you to mount up with wings like eagles, to run and not be weary, to walk and not faint. I'm challenging you to carry out the real purpose for your life. I'm challenging you to get passionate, purposeful, make a difference mad about some of the things that are hurting our communities. Look at the person next to you, graduate, and tell them the world is waiting for us. Let's get mad. Let's make a difference. I'm going to leave you with a poem that my mother taught me when I was in elementary school. She taught it to all of us, but for some reason it really stuck with me. And I actually have left this poem here for you, for all of you, to take with you for the rest of your lives. The poem is, it's called Be the Best. It says, if you can't be the pine on the top of the hill, be a scrub in the valley but be. The best little scrub by the side of the rill. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a bush, be a bit of the grass, and some highway happier make. If you can't be a muskie, then just be a bass, but the liveliest bass in the lake. We can't all be captains. Some have to be crew. There's something for all of us here. There's work to be done, and we've all got to do our part in the way that's sincere. If you can't be a highway, then be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. It isn't by the size that you win or you fail. Just be the best of whatever you are. God bless you, class of 2012.
The gift of your applause, taking heed to her challenges, is all that she needs. But you know, we got formalities, so let me present to her. What a compelling story. What an inspirational message. Heed her challenges. It is not where you come from, even if it's the projects. You can walk taller and you can walk more erect. Cynthia Marshall, you demonstrate that excellence without excuse that our late Chancellor Emeritus Leroy T. Walker spoke about so often. Thank you for reminding us about the value of hard work, sacrifice, and true service while overcoming adversities. One more time. It's your day. All students who are graduating with honors will now be recognized.
Good morning. Will all students graduating with honors please stand? North Carolina Central University is proud to congratulate all of its graduates and to offer gratitude to all those who have made this day a momentous occasion for them. We pause now to especially recognize these students who have excelled academically, placing them in the special classification of honor students. To you, honor students, thanks for your high academic achievement. We celebrate that achievement as you fulfill the essential purpose of higher education and inspire those who follow you. From its beginning as the National Religious Training School and Chautauqua, this institution has grown tremendously, but is held to its primary mission of academic excellence and education for service. It is your good fortune to be here today as beneficiaries of a legacy of vision, sacrifice, and achievement. Again, congratulations on your outstanding academic performance, and may you continue to soar high with the eagles. Who can predict to the heights you can and will soar? Thank you, Steve.
We'll hear a selection from the University Choir.
the chariot in the morning, Lord. Ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. I'm getting ready for the judgment day, my Lord, my Lord. Ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. Ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. I'm getting ready for the judgment day, my Lord, my Lord. Are you ready, my brother? Oh, yeah. Are you ready for the journey? Oh, yeah. Do you want to see your Jesus? Oh, yes. I'm ready for the chariot because I'm ready to go. Ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. Ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. I'm getting ready for the judgment day, my Lord, my Lord. Are you ready, my sister? Oh, yeah. Are you ready for the journey? Oh, yeah. Do you want to see your Jesus? Oh, yes. I'm waiting for the chariot because I'm ready to go. I never can forget that day. Ride the chariot to see my Lord. With my sins were taken away. Ride the chariot to see my Lord. My friends were snatched from the merry clay. Ride the chariot to see my Lord. That's not my Lord's judgment day. Ride the chariot to see my Lord. I'm gonna ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. Ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. My Lord, my Lord. I'm gonna ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. I'm gonna ride the chariot in the morning, Lord. I'm gonna ride in the chariot to see my Lord.
Baccalaureate degrees will now be conferred. Dr. Bernice Johnson, please come forward.
Chancellor Beckton, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by the several graduate and professional schools of North Carolina Central University and recommended by the faculty and the Board of Trustees for award of the appropriate graduate degrees. With the summa cum laude candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, Master of Social Work, Master of Music, Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of School Administration, Master of Information Science, Master of Library Science, and Juris Doctor, please stand and remain standing. Would the magna cum laude candidates in those same degree programs please stand and remain standing? Would the cum laude candidates in those same degree programs stand and remain standing? Would all other candidates for the same degree programs in our master's and graduate areas please stand and remain standing? Chancellor Beckton, it is with pleasure that I present to you these candidates who have successfully completed all the requirements for graduation in their respective academic programs. They have been certified by the registrar, approved by the faculty and the Board of Trustees, and are now commended to you for conferral of their graduate degrees.
by virtue of the authority vested in me by the North Carolina Central University Board of Trustees and the University of North Carolina Board of Governors, I do hereby confer upon you the degree for which you have qualified, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities hereunto appertaining. Congratulations. You may now be seated.
Dr. Carlton Wilson, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, Dr. Deborah Parker, Interim Dean of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences, Dr. D. Keith Pegues, Dean of the School of Business, Dr. Juanetta Lee, Dean of the School of Education, Dr. Irene Owens, Dean of the School of Library and Information Sciences, and Attorney Phyllis Craig Taylor, Dean of the School of Law, will announce the candidates for the graduate and professional degrees in their respective colleges or schools.
Good morning. Will the candidates for Master of Arts and Master of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences please stand, turn, and hood the person to your right, then move to the platform.
Lydia Anwali, Makita Lilly, Carl Stearns, Chiquita Cottle, Jonah Vincent, Jason Thompson, Rashad James, Veronica Moore, Layla Martin, Monica Bixby, Jabril Davies, Tolope Ajabi, Ayodeji Kupaniyi, Rodan Agumadi, Sebastian Abdisa, Mamoudou S. Ball. Vanessa Bell. Kendra Brody. Coco Tucker.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Good morning. Will the candidates for the Master of Arts, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, and Master of Social Work in the College of Behavioral and Social Science move to the platform?
Deshaun Perry. Tamisha Thompson Alenia. Priscilla Toure. Jerry Dorsey. Stephen Hargrove. Joy Robinson. Camille Brown. Carla Marino. Vanya Wood. Marquita S. Hill. Joan M. Smith. Markia O. Blackman. Ashland C. Thompson. Wendelian Perry. Janet L. Bunch. Sherelle Vereen. Wanda McLeod. Sonny D. Fleming. Amber Faith Harris.
Thank you.
Vaughta J. Snow. Tammy Marshall. Erin M. Motley. Dennis C. Durant. Donald A. Hughes. Stacy L. Muse. Katrina S. Williams. Letitia M. Graham.
Yes, she is done.
Jaquel R. Whitaker. Shantae Rowland. Tamonica Rice Yarborough. Andrina C. Moody. Andrea Denise Perry Couch. Tanya M. Durham. Kimberly V. Hyman. Corey D. Terry. Wesley P. Rogers. Tanisha M. Sims. Chinwe K. Grant. Horace E. Kennedy III. Kevin M. Wilson. Jania N. Gervais. Morris L. Bowden. Sandrea S. Roberts. Michael A. Solomon. Rena N. Guzman. Elizabeth M. Hines. Anissa Cadlett. Ashley R. Davis. Pamela L. Penix. Cherie L. Williamson.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Good morning. Will the candidates for the Master of Business Administration please proceed to the platform?
Ryan N. Collins. Christina A. Hager. Harpreet Kaur. Claudia Brown. Courtney Jemison. Sharisa Williams. Ashley Gravely. Garrett Brooks.
Congratulations, and please be seated.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Will the candidates for the Master of Arts, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, and Master of School Administration in the School of Education please proceed to the platform?
Martinique Smith. Ashley M. Hicks. Dana Hart Rayner. Allison Moore. Carrie Paxoy. Angeliquio Miller.
Thanks.
Amanda Hemans. Candy Reinhardt. Ilana Coffer. Crystal Jefferson. Keith Cartwright. Carmen Brock. Jocelyn Bryant. Jasmine Potts. Dentra Keith. Kira Haig. Tiffany Eggleston. Genesis McAllister. Lakeisha Leary. Cherie Manning. Aaron Flannery. Tracy Nelson. Jessica Browning. Marcy Kelly. April Holbrook. Annie Hill. Terry Hayes. Monica Click.
Congratulations to you all. Please be seated.
Good morning. Will the candidates for the Master of Information Science and Master of Library Science please move to the podium? They're already here.
Hind and Badi. Carla Surratt. Frederick Raven III. Tanisha Robinson. Danielle Murdoch. Jacqueline Brown Whitley. Elizabeth Sperry.
Yes.
Louis Nixon. Michael Johnson. Ryan Collins.
I'll see you later at the reception.
Christina Hager.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the Juris Doctor degree from the School of Law please proceed to the platform?
Lanika George. Salim McDowell.
They got married last week. Baccalaureate degrees will now be conferred. I don't have to tell you to come, Dr. Johnson. They've told you already.
Chancellor Beckton, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by the colleges and schools of North Carolina Central University and have been recommended by the faculty and board of trustees and certified by the registrar for award of the appropriate degrees. With the summa cum laude candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Social Work, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and Bachelor of Business Administration, please stand and remain standing. With the magna cum laude candidates in those same disciplines, please stand and remain standing. With the cum laude candidates in those same disciplines, please stand and remain standing. Would all other candidates for the same degrees please stand and remain standing? Chancellor Beckton, it is with pleasure that I present to you these candidates who have successfully completed all of the requirements for graduation in their respective undergraduate academic programs.
Upon the recommendation of the undergraduate faculty of the respective schools and colleges of the university, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of North Carolina Central University and by the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina, I do hereby confer upon each of you the degree for which you have qualified, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto pertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Dr. Carlton Wilson, Dean, College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Deborah Parker, Dean of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Dr. Betty Dennis, Chair of the Department of Nursing. Dr. Keith McGee's, Dean of the School of Business. And Dr. Juanetta Lee, Dean of the School of Education, will announce the candidates for undergraduate degrees in their respective school or college.
Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences please move to the platform?
Crystal Cotton. Bernard Mitchell, Jr. Carol Montgomery. Yvonne Hernandez. Marguerite Applin.
Thank you.
Ami Samataka. Walita Carter. Mia Foster. Lindsay Rose. Jemiah Renee Harris. Shalonda Johnson. Latanya Nichelle Jackson. Megan Pender. Natalie Taylor. Chantel Jefferson. Roderick Marshall. Wrong. There is one coming. This is Roderick Howell. Jermaine Barnes.
Good job. Thank you.
And from the new Department of Mass Communication, the following students. Wendy Wright. Antonio Coward. Roderick Marshall, Jr. Jeremiah Trippett. Julian Melton. Anthony Wilson II. Erica Bankhead. Asia Quimby. Ebony Garrett. Jessica Locke. Jeremy Donald. Morgan Crutchfield. Daniel Martin, Jr. Javon McKinney. Ricky Magwood. Raymond Hargrove, Jr. Christopher Drew. Joshua Spells. Miltwan Darden. George Tisdale. Ashley Wilson. Jabril Graves. Christina Graham. LaShonda Cheston. Barbara Tachi. Jennifer Williams. Mike and Wynn. Rodman Matej. Gloria Alex. Duke Okeke. Kayla G. Shivers. Lacey Godwin. Brian Saunders. Brian Ifador. Jazzy Frazinus. Justin Kreisman. Preston Newby. Daryl Moody. Danielle Chapman. Whitney Vinson. Troy Bass. Krissa Goss. Hughes Goma. Patricia Quinichit. Anthony White Jr. Tigis Tessama. Jeremy Brackett. Fosber Awa. Raven King. Asha Patel. Amir Edwards Sr.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science of Social Work in the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences move to the platform?
Adair Massenberg. Brittany Birch. Michelle Bagley. Michelle McDonald. Chastity Mills. Christina A. Graham, R. Graham. Victoria Henderson Poole. Yesenia Rodriguez. Patrick Robbins. Andrea R. Smith. Tiffany M. Rains. Kalina R. Bloodcloud. Tiara C. Burns. Reginald D. Barrett. Danita Johnson. Eric F. McNeil. Regina K. Barrett. Brandon A. Goins. Shadea J. Giles. Yanimi Ogobo. Nalia Delfuka. April D. Boney. Sanina G. Barber. Laura S. Price. Krista T. Mitchell. Brian T. Rose. Tracy A. O'Neill. Brittany K. Harrington. Hey. Cecilia D. Horn. Thais L. Vinson. Brianna E. Bailey. Janequia N. Quayle. Timothy Hall Jr. Obina Aguara. Tiffany S. Crawford. Robert L. Turner. Erica C. Hall. Nicole S. Davis. Danyashar Q. Good. Frank J. Mansare. Brittany L. Slade. Kalan J. Beecham. Rudolph Bailey. Tiffany M. Hobbs. Karen T. Prince. Jameer L. Nickerson. Tramar L. Beeman. Joseph P. Watkins. Jack P. Wason. Laura G. Wunsch. James R. Harrell III. Michael T. Sadler. Keruth D. Kane. Kashama Leo. Estelle L. Mangum.
Hallelujah. Thank you, God.
Alice Marie Hornbeck. Chad M. Raposa. Mikhail T. Mayo. Akia R. Mitchell. Mary E. Mitchell. Stephanie M. Johnson. Danita Johnson. Whitney Browning. Kiara D. Palmer. LaGreta C. Carter. Tina N. Mangum. Teresa B. Smith. William B. Armstrong. James E. Barksdale, Jr. Eliza P. Sandifer. Rashad B. Fox. China L. Duff. Lucretia M. Daniels. Tasha R. Rembert. Chanel I. Bryant. Shaquita F. Bryant. Melanie Orocho Hernandez. Alicia R. Hicks. Duran L. Finney. Yvonne Fuller. Claudia C. Panetta. Lakaya S. Curry. Marissa C. Sheridan. Deanna N. Zurcher. Nakia C. Carter. Thomasina Bradley. Atezra S. Bryan. Ami Sama Tucker. Danielle D. Williams. Alondra N. Doughton. Jakia M. Burton. Yuri A. Johnson. Kemet T. Scott. Antoine Q. Alston. Teresa A. Justice. Ashley L. McCoy. Nikisha Brody. Jeray M. Rigsby. Natara L. Felton. Brian E. McDuffie. Shaniqua Washington. Nicole Welch. Dominique L. Young. Marquita A. Hudson. Regina M. Travis. Josephus Jones. Shakara S. Hill. Quintina Dennis. Simone G. Turner. Cami L. Harris. Kendra M. Johnson. Paris A. Williams. Lashana N. Vincent. Brianna J. Melvin. Laquita T. Key. Paulina N. Mott. Danielle M. Cruz Crawley. Leslie E. Bethay. Shataka N. Common. Sharon C. McKeever. Kyla T. Simmons. Michonne D. Hockaday. Hope L. Allen. Kimberly N. Lewis. Roma A. Baloch. Sharonda R. Stovall. Danielle M. Sims. Ivana E. Washington. Rashonda L. Hicks. India N. Neal. Kiara M. Ingram. Melba L. Moore. Tamika N. Bullock. Victoria R. Finner. Tiffany J. Brown. Brittany L. Austin. Takara D. Burnett. Keisha J. Fontneau. Tia L. Kirby. Alonzo M. Haynes, Jr. Chaz C. Berry. Christina O. Williams. Calvin W. Thorpe. Quentin M. Beatty. Montez R. Austin. Justin K. Green. Kevin B. Jones, Jr. Darrell A. Barr II. Michael T. Lane, Jr. Starasia M. Farmer. Juanita J. Mangum. Tiandra A. Atkins. Lakeisha C. Copeland. Dion N. Jackson. Ashley B. McCorkle. Christopher L. Evans. Sharika N. Lee. Michael W. Johnson, Jr. Ricky Hubbard, Jr. Elroy Powell III, it is his birthday. Accepting for Octavia Shaw, her mother. Carmen M. Jones Wilder. Chakenya D. Denson. Rashia C. Everett. Kawana S. Adams. Kanisha R. Massey. Datavia N. Spears. Jalisha N. McNair. Gabriel A. Miller McMillan. Tiara D. Lassiter.
Congratulations, and please be seated. Will candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing please move to the platform? Rhonda Spell. Kelly Monses. Quinetta Strickland. Tarani Sowell. Dominique Everett. Alexis Barnes. Christina Mawike. Franklin Amadi. Congratulations, and please be seated.
Will candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science in the School of Business please proceed to the platform?
Travis Bignell. Heavily Daff. Ashley V. Clark.
Congratulations.
Kiara Hudson.
Congratulations.
Nicole Henry.
Congratulations.
Alicia Jackson.
Congratulations.
Nicholas McDaniel.
Congratulations.
Edwin Watochi. Israel Johnson.
Congratulations.
Niwage Kamalagish. Sharon Jones. Hassan Ali.
Congratulations.
Dorothy Hinnett. Carrie Turner.
Congratulations.
Rashid Brown. Justin Judd. Corey Hamilton. Jeremy Moore. Elliot Nelson. Alexis Mumfree. Brandon Outlaw.
Congratulations.
C.D. Hunt the Fourth.
Congratulations.
Chelsea Montana.
Congratulations.
Tiffany Johnson.
Congratulations.
Christina D. Mitchell.
Congratulations.
Jamal Walters.
Congratulations.
Whitney Williams. Sharita Danielle Hush.
Congratulations.
Barbara G. Shaw.
Congratulations.
Linda Sellers Shanks. Ricky Curry.
Congratulations.
Charles E. Hunt.
Congratulations.
Brian Mosley.
Congratulations.
Jessica Andrews.
Congratulations.
Shirley Rice. Rontavius D. Boyd. Bird.
Congratulations.
Deidre Silver. Demetrius Liberman.
Congratulations.
Samantha S. Kennedy.
Congratulations.
Indira M. Felder. Darius L. Johnson. Nina Simone Johnson. Joseph T. Williams. Ashley D. Chastain. Cindy A. Daniels. Felicia A. Dillard.
Okay. Congratulations.
Rodrika W. Hall.
Congratulations.
Philip K. Sutton. Ebony L. Pack.
Congratulations.
Brittany T. Hunter.
Congratulations.
Natasha N. Staten.
Congratulations.
Randy Pierce, Jr.
Congratulations.
Please look around.
Crystal R. McNeil. Pamela F. Age. Pamela Rogers Bonner. Paula D. Rogers Bonner. Ashley V. Anderson.
Congratulations to you all. Please be seated.
Would all first degree candidates, graduates, please stand? All first degree graduates, please stand. All right. Would all graduates, you who are standing, who have received the baccalaureate degree at these exercises, symbolize this recognition by turning your tassels from the right side to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated.
It is now official. Ms. Tanya Butler Davis, President of the North Carolina Central University National Alumni Association, Incorporated, will now conduct the induction ceremony for the fall 2012 graduates.
To Chancellor Beckton, Chairman Hans of the Board of Governors, to Board of Trustees members past and present, to the dynamic commencement speaker, Cynthia Marshall, platform guests, faculty and staff, students, alumni, family, and friends, good morning. It is an honor to perform the last action of today's commencement exercises. Do you understand the commitment you are about to take when you recite the Alumni Pledge? You are putting into the atmosphere that North Carolina Central University is near and dear to your heart. You are her ambassadors, whether you have obtained a bachelor's, master's, or professional degree. You must always protect her. The Alumni Association has provided a graduation gift bag for each of you. If you did not receive a gift bag, please contact the Office of Alumni Relations to acquire it. We are also offering you a year-long complimentary membership into the National Alumni Association, meaning you do not have to pay anything until December 2013. We have 35 chapters and affinity groups and encourage you to immediately become involved in one of them so that you continue to do what you did here. The 120 hours of community service do not end today. As alumni, it is our duty to give back through service in the communities where we live and to give back to NCCU. Again, congratulations on reaching this milestone in your life and best wishes as you go forth and do great things in society. With the class of 2012, please stand as we recite the Alumni Pledge and repeat after me. I hereby solemnly pledge unbroken allegiance to my alma mater, in appreciation for the opportunities for development afforded me as a student at North Carolina Central University. I pledge active membership in the Alumni Association. I pledge active membership in the Alumni Association wherever I may be. Through association with fellow alumni, I shall ever do my best to uphold the ideals and traditions of my alma mater. I pledge as a citizen to exemplify the high ideals thus implied, seeking truth always, rendering positive service to community, state, and nation, and so to live as ever to bring honor and respect to my alma mater. You are now duly inducted into the North Carolina Central University Alumni Association, Incorporated. Welcome to the family. You may be seated.
Consistent with the reflections by Reverend Page and the wonderful message by Cynthia Marshall, as you prepare to leave this institution, I encourage you to embrace both the incredible opportunities and unforeseen challenges that lie ahead. Take a leap of faith. You know what Reverend Page was talking about? Faith is the evidence of things unseen. Take a leap of faith and you will surprise yourself when you see where you land. Next, never stop learning. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, rather it's a fire to be kindled. Continue to have a thirst for knowledge. As the African proverb says, knowledge is like a garden. If it is not cultivated, it cannot be harvested. And consistent with Cynthia Marshall again, always remember that integrity will guide you in making decisions that are just and truthful. Over the years, people will be talking about your credibility. They'll first look at your integrity. Never compromise what you know to be right in exchange for what is easy. Remember truth and service. And finally, have a wonderful life. And finally, please remember to support your alma mater. Thank you very much. We will now have the alma mater.
A song being
let us now look to be dismissed. May God's grace, love, and peace that passeth all understanding continue to be with us now and forevermore. May we leave the sloping hills and verdant greens with a renewed determination and commitment to serve this present age. We give you glory, honor, and praise. Let all of God's people say, amen.
Chancellor Beckton, with your permission, I declare the 120th commencement exercises closed. The recessional.